Hello and welcome to my channel IGCSE with Sadaf. In this lesson we are going to learn about electrolysis of aqueous solution of ionic compounds. In the last lesson we studied about molten compounds or molten salts. For example, sodium chloride L, the symbol L shows that it is in the liquid state or in the molten state. So sodium chloride in the liquid state dissociate into only two ions, sodium ion and chloride ion. Simply, sodium ion is discharged at cathode and chloride ion is discharged at anode. It's very simple for molten salts. Only two ions are there, positive at cathode, negative ions are discharged at anode. But for aqueous solution, it is not that simple and it is very different from molten compounds. Let us learn this. NaCl aqueous state. It means that sodium chloride is in the aqueous form. It is dissociated into four types of ions: sodium ion, chloride ion from the salt, and hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions from water. It means that we have to learn the rules. There are two types of positive ions, sodium ion and hydrogen ion. Which of these ions will get discharged at cathode? Similarly, there are two types of negative ions, chloride and hydroxide ions. So which one of them will be discharged at anode? Let us learn those rules. For positive ions, metal ions more reactive than hydrogen ions never discharge. So in that case, hydrogen ion will be discharged at cathode. It means that if metal is more reactive than hydrogen, how do you know? You will learn it by reactivity series. So all these metals, if they are present in the salt, they will be never discharged. Instead, hydrogen ion will be discharged and get reduced. Equation will be hydrogen ion gets reduced, accept electron, and become H2. Why H2? Because hydrogen is diatomic molecule. That's why two hydrogen ions will discharge, accept two electron, and become H2. So it's very simple that in case of any of these salts, you can learn this equation, which is written for half equation at cathode. Now what for negative ions? In case of negative ions, if the salt contains any halide ions like chloride ion, bromide ion, iodide ion, these ions, if present, they will always get discharged at anode. But if the salt contains some other ions like compound ions, sulfate ion, phosphate ion, nitrate ion, these bulky ions will never get discharged. Instead, hydroxide ions from water get discharged and final product will be oxygen. Let us see what are the half equations at anode in that case. So if the salt contains halide ions, what will be the half equation at anode? Chloride ion. Two chloride ions get discharged and they make Cl2 by losing two electrons. Why Cl2? Because chlorine is diatomic molecule. So this is oxidation at anode. What will be the observation? Chlorine is a pale green gas. So bubbles of pale green gas will be observed at anode. Bromine gas. Similarly, two bromide ions will get discharged, become Br2 plus 2 electrons. So bromine will be observed as brown or orange brown gas bubbles at anode. So in case of iodide ions, two iodide ions discharge and become iodine molecule plus 2 electrons are lost. Half equation at anode, if there are no halide ions, instead there are compound ions, then hydroxide ions will get discharged and they will make water plus oxygen plus lose electrons. To balance the equation, it will be 4 hydroxide ions will discharge to make 2 moles of water plus oxygen plus 4 electrons. In electrolysis of sodium chloride aqueous solution, chloride ions are discharged at anode and hydrogen ions are discharged at cathode. Let us revise quickly with different ionic compounds aqueous solution. For example, if there is sodium bromide gives two ions, sodium and bromide ion. As you know, sodium is more reactive than hydrogen. It will be not discharged. Hydrogen ion will be discharged at cathode. Final product will be hydrogen gas. Colorless gas bubbles. Bromide ions always discharged. Bromide ions at anode. Final product will be bromine gas. Sodium ion and hydroxide ion. Sodium ions and hydroxide ions will be staying in the solution. So these are the final products. In case of copper chloride aqueous solution, copper ions less reactive than hydrogen, they will be discharged. Copper ions at cathode, final product will be copper, pink, brown, metal. Chloride ions are discharged. Chloride ions at anode, final product will be chlorine, pale green gas. So there will be water staying in the solution because hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions will be reacting together. Silver nitrate aqueous solution. Silver ions less reactive than hydrogen, yes, they will be discharged. Silver ions at cathode, final product will be silver. Nitrate ions are not discharged, they are compound ions. Instead, hydroxide ions will be discharged at anode, final product will be oxygen. Silver, so hydrogen ions and nitrate ions combine with each other and they will stay in the solution. So nitric acid will be the substance staying in the solution. In case of sodium sulfate aqueous compound, sodium is not discharged, more reactive. So hydrogen will be and making hydrogen gas at cathode. Sulfate ions are not discharged, they are bulky ions. Hydroxide ions will be discharged at anode, making oxygen final product. Sodium sulfate will be staying in the solution. Copper sulfate aqueous solution, copper less reactive than hydrogen, yes, it will be discharged at cathode. Final product will be copper metal. Sulfate ions are never discharged. So hydroxide ions will be produced at anode, making oxygen gas as final product. So hydrogen ions and sulfate ions combine together and they will stay in the solution. Sulfuric acid in the solution. Let us look at the picture. It is showing us electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. So if it gives off 4 ions, copper ions, sulfate ions, hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions. At cathode, final product will be copper. The equation will be copper ions accept electrons and become copper. And hydroxide ions will be given off at anode. The final product will be oxygen gas. I hope this revision was very helpful for you. And now you can easily predict the products at electrodes in case of aqueous solution of ionic compounds. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel IGCSE with Sadaf and keep sharing with your friends. Soon you will get more revision topics on my channel. Thank you so much and good luck.